Yeah, so I'd like to welcome Lee Weathers. Oh, welcoming Annette. Oh, I see. Well, you know what? Happy Sunday, everybody. It's so great to be here. Isn't it great to be here, everybody? Yeah, I need some more. Come on. All right, yeah, come on. Yeah, I'd like to welcome Annette Purnell, who is going to give the announcements in this beautiful outfit she has. Welcome, Annette.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I like the way that Marie was facing, because I'm facing the members here, and I'm facing you in the internet. So I'm glad of that. Thank you, Marie. I was a little rushed this morning. One of my good friends' daughter came in with her new baby. And so we were talking about that, and I got away with the time. But I want to welcome you again, as Marie welcomed you. And I just want to tell you something about Unity in Harlem. Unity in Harlem is an open, inclusive, diversive, welcoming spiritual community that sees each person as a creation of the divine spirit. Through our study of metaphysical interpretations through the Bible and other sacred literature, we are, and you will be, invited to discover your own divinity. And that's a feeling and that's a belief that we share here at Unity in Harlem. Our welcoming song this morning will be This Little Light of Mine, celebrated by Marie Ponce. We'll have announcements that I will return to give you. We'll have the Unity in Harlem affirmation led by Bob Ponce. We'll have a meditation quiet song called Oceans by Carl Job. Will then be followed by meditation by Reverend Carol Hunt. The talk today will be a continued theme of spending time, and this time it's called Take It. We'll have a musical interlude, a minister's talk, a moment of talk, and then the prayer of request, the tithes and offering. Our final song will be I Am the Place Where God Shows Up, which is a nice, lively song to end the service. And then we'll have the prayer of protection and the peace song. So now we'll have our opening celebration song, This Little Light of Mine, which is a favorite of Reverend Carol Hunt.
Thank you so much, Annette Purnell. And what a rousing song this is. This little light of mine. Everybody, let's stand up if you're at home. If you're here also, it's in your program. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yay. Did you see the sun out there? And each one of us has that sunshine right inside. Give us a little more volume on that, Bob. Yep, so we can sing. Here we go. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Deep within my heart, deep within my heart, I'm gonna let it shine, yeah. Deep within my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Deep within my heart, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, yeah. All around the world, I'm gonna, where you go, just let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine, 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 shine. I'm gonna let it shine, 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 shine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Deep within my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Deep within my heart, I'm gonna let it shine. Deep within my heart, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We will sing in peace. We will sing in peace, we'll sing in harmony. We will sing in peace, we'll sing in harmony. We will sing in peace, we'll sing in harmony. We will sing in peace, we'll sing in harmony. This a light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Ooh, this light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Shine, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 shine. I'm gonna let it shine, shine, shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine, 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 shine. Let it shine, let it shine. All right. Yeah. Are you gonna let it shine today? I'm seeing some shiny faces out there. Oh, we got jokes too. All right. There we are.
Thank you, Marie, for that rollicking song. And now for the announcements. Unity in Harlem has a Zoom connection, and it is 698-428-2725, and with the passcode of 777-7777. And you can also come in by dial-in, which is 929-205-6099, and then 698-428-2725 with the same passcode of 777-7777. Our usual Tuesday study group, which meets from 6 to 8 p.m., is on recess for July and August and will resume in September. We also have a Friday prayer circle, which will continue through the month of July, but then will also be on recess for the month of August and will resume in September. The Unity in Harlem Gospelgram will continue through July. Next Sunday, we will not be in the building. We will be in Central Park at our annual Day in the Park celebration. Come one, come all, and you can bring a dish if you'd like for yourself or to share. We meet on 109th Street, the entrance on 109th Street and Central Park West. It's an easy entrance. You go up a slight hill, and then when you look at the top of the hill to the right, you will see us at tables already set up. There's also a staircase where the entrance is on 106th Street, a stone staircase, and the incline is slight. It's just a number of steps, and you will come up right where we are at the tables in Central Park. So please think about next week, and the weather is going to be cloudy. So it'll be an overcast, so it won't be that harsh sun that we've been having and will have during the week. And that ends the announcements. Oh, I'm sorry, one more very important one. Anyone who wishes to speak to the minister about a private matter, please, you may call 646 481 1844. And please feel free to do that. And you'll be speaking with Reverend Carol Hunt. And now I'll turn it over to Bob Ponce, who will lead us in the Unity in Harlem affirmation. Thank you.
Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it." Unity affirmations speak to the power of our words, and particularly the power of I am. And so we say this affirmation every Sunday to affirm our divine nature. The words are on the screen, and I invite you to say them with me. I am an abundant, radiating center of God's love and light for peace, healing, and inner truth for all.
For our meditation, we have a song, a lovely song that is one of my favorites. It's called Oceans by Carrie Joby. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. It's in your program. If you'd like to sing it, you can. If you'd like to just start to meditate, you can. Either one, whichever works for you. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery, and oceans deep, my faith will stand. And I'll call upon your name and keep my eyes upon the waves. When oceans rise, my soul rests in your embrace. I am yours. You are mine. You are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand be my guide. Feet may fail and fear surrounds me. You never fail, and you won't start now. Call upon your name and keep my eyes upon the waves. The oceans rise, my soul rests in your embrace. But I am yours. You are mine. You Spirit lead me. your faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. My faith will ever wonder, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Lord. Spirit, Spirit, lead me. As we think about those words and the blessed assurance that we have in spirit and creator and all that surrounds us to keep us and to protect us, to guide us. Let's continue with this meditation as we welcome the Reverend Carol J. Hunt.
I'm sure you feel the quiet that the words have presented, and that quiet energy is in this room. And so we enter into a quiet time of relaxation and meditation. I invite you to feel as relaxed as you possibly can. Relax in the chair that you might be sitting in, here in this space or in your own space, wherever you are. To call yourself to this quiet time and allow yourself to relax. Connect with your breathing. Follow the easy rhythm of breathing in and breathing out. Your easy rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the sensation of your body as you inhale and exhale. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. And as you do this, be aware of your body. Search out places in your body that might feel uncomfortable. And as you inhale deeply, exhale to those places and whisper the word, relax, relax. Do that again. Breathe in, send the breath, exhale, relax. Do the same with your feelings, your emotions. You may have come feeling stressed or tension or tightness or anxiety, whatever it may be. You feel it now. Search those places. Breathe into them and exhale. Relax. Breathe in deeply. Exhale slowly and feel the breath when you exhale as it flows through your body. Flows through your body, relaxing it. Your thoughts that keep coming and going, as they should, coming and going. And as you see them, you can set them aside for the moment and decide the only thing, the only thought I'll have. I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. And now take a deep breath. Breathe in deeply and hold the breath. Hold the breath. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. Exhale slowly. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000. Feel your body relax. Once more, inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Hold the breath for 5. Exhale the breath for 7. on your own. Begin now. Breathe in deeply. Feel the quiet within. Feel the quiet without. You feel relaxed, still. In the quiet, you can hear deeply. You can hear, see, and feel differently. In the quiet, you can open your heart. Open your heart and feel all the good that is there. Feel the oneness that is there. Feel the comfort that is there. Feel the harmony that is there. Feel the compassion that is there. Feel all the good that is with you all the time. Be still and listen and feel the good. Affirm that good for yourself from within out. Feel the good as you affirm your oneness, your harmony, your compassion, your own quiet. Feel who you are at the depth of you. Feel the peace. And feel the love. Feel the love that says, I am love. The love that I wish to be. The love that I want to see in the world. I am the peace I want to see in the world. I am the harmony I want to see in the world. I am the compassion I want to see in the world. I open my heart. And I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I breathe in. I breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I feel relaxed, refreshed, restored. I feel at one. Breathe in, breathe out, and I return fully to this room. I am in this space. I say yes. I say amen. And so it is. Well, good morning to all of you, and happy to see everyone here and those who are joining us via Zoom and Facebook. I thank, well, where shall I start? I think Lee was standing here for a moment at the beginning, and then Marie came, and Annette arrived. So I want to thank everybody for wanting to get started and get into the service for today. So thank you. And of course, we always thank Bob, who is here every week to do the work that we can't do for ourselves. Annette mentioned last week what we talked about a little last week in terms of the theme that we started with for the first Sunday. It's summertime, and for most of us, we just like doing nothing. Just sit around, be as cool as we can. Remember to drink water. And then say to ourselves, well, maybe I'll go out. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll. In fact, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday and on the phone, and she says, I was going to go out, but nah, I don't think I'll go out. It's just too hot to go out. So I do think that that is the flavor that just comes with summer. So I called it spending time. and we choose how we spend the time. It's just, we're invited to spend the time. So it's an opportunity to leisurely take time to explore challenges in life when we feel like it. Because the weather does offer it in the sense that you don't feel bundled up like you do in the winter time. You know, go out, come in. At least that's the way I am. I don't want to be out in the cold at all. And so in that sense, the weather, you know, is cooperates. So today we're going to talk about the what ifs without making a commitment to actually doing anything if we so choose. The relaxation that summer brings makes it easier to daydream. So my what ifs today is about daydreaming something, actually daydreaming one thing. Last week, we considered the challenge of actually seeing what we may want in life, see it, whether it's for ourselves personally or for our community or for the world. The gift of visualization is one of the many tools we have in our toolbox as truth students. In fact, everyone has the gift of visualization. When I make a separation between everybody and say the truth student, what I am doing is saying the truth student has the opportunity to cultivate it, perhaps in a way that the everyday guy walking on the street may not be into. But everybody has this gift of visualization. And for us, imagination, which goes along with visualization, is one of our abilities, one of our 12 powers that we are born with. So from our perspective, we can think about imagination and visualization in a very concrete way, that we can cultivate it and use it very deliberately. We're probably already doing that. Some of us do it better than others. Consider, for instance, the person who enters the family business in real estate and knows that this is what they want to do with their life. From a young age, they begin to see themselves preparing through education, taking every chance to work in the environment and learn everything from the bottom up. This innate power we have to image what we want is at the root of the thoughts we have, and then choose those thoughts to take actual form. Much of this is done without much thought by us. We do it every day, all day. We see and we want it and we give form to it. Some of the things we see and want and give form to is so automatic, you don't even think about it. It just happens. Especially if you take the subway to go somewhere, to work every day, or to see a friend. It's automatic. But actually, when you think about it, it does go back to this power to visualize what you want and bring it into manifestation. It is second nature to being alive. In New Thought as expressed through unity, it is put this way. The imaging power presides at the nerve center between the eyes, right here, right here. We can see how our subject for today is so directly connected. What we see demands we take it or reject it. Take it or reject it. And so our theme for today, spending time, is take it. For many of us, we live as though what takes form in our lives, we have no control over it. The truth is, we have the power to form exactly what we want. Control is in our own hands, or better yet, between our eyes. We're clueless. Today, let's think about applying this innate power to situations that appear in our lives when we are clueless that they were coming along. It just happens. And you say, where did that come from? Sometimes something that keeps coming back like a charm, and you wish it would go away, but it just keeps coming back. Or that person who seems to be always in your face and on your last nerve, and you can't get rid of that person. That incident that happened in high school and you never resolved it. The marriage that failed. The death you regretted that happened. You didn't say the things you knew you should have said when the person was alive. The health challenge that has caught you by surprise. Body changes due to physical aging. And there always seems never to be enough money. And then lurking in the back of our minds sometimes is what's next? The unknown. What's going to come down the pike next? My own personal list could go on and on and on, and it can be the same for you. Let's reestablish why take it is what if for today. What if you decided when you see it, you welcome it? Regardless, you take ownership and responsibility for this opportunity that is in your life right now because you believe you have seen it at some level in your subconscious, given form to it, and brought it forth for your own growth. Now, that's a mouthful to say that from now on, the things that come into my space, at some level, I've brought it here. I saw it and formed it, and now it's here for me, what? To deal with it. So it's a what if of, regardless of what it is, negative or positive, you say yes to it. There are even people who would say, even when you were born, before you were born, there were this idea of I've come for this thing or that thing or those things. In fact, we know people who they were born to do that. They came into the space to do just that. If the what if idea has merit, in other words, the only reason it has taken form in your life is because you have seen it at some level and have given form to it. It is for your own spiritual growth. Our example today that we will use is familiar to all of us. It is Moses. As you know, Moses was raised in luxury in the Pharaoh household. He knew his heritage and was aware of the enslavement of his people. One day, it all presented himself in a rush and in an unexpected way. It just came. Seeing a slave master beating a Hebrew, he kills him and flees across the Red Sea. He went to Midian. He got married and worked for his wife's father as a shepherd. Just think for a minute. A man who walked the halls of finery, of gold, of having people serve him. Now he fled, and he ends up being a shepherd. Let's examine this in the light of a hypothetical. What if Moses, at some level of his consciousness, was deeply aware of his feelings regarding the situation of his people? It came to a head that day. He saw what the slave master was doing. He reacted spontaneously, and he killed a human being in anger. Now he can report what he has done and suffer the consequences, or he can run for his life. He chose to run. He attempts to put it behind him and start a new life. Moses begins the long journey in consciousness of guilt for killing someone and trying to escape any penalty. He is exiled in Midian and lived there for 40 years. He is carrying the burden of these thoughts the whole time. What if subconsciously he sees the possibility of this new life, and what he sees, he outforms it and lives with it for 40 years? Also, for 40 years, he sees a day of retribution coming. And finally, he outforms the burning bush. When Moses killed the Egyptian guard, he did not stop and say, figuratively speaking, "Oh, come, let's talk. What am I to learn from this? Why are you now in my life?" He refused to take responsibility for what he did. Truth, new thought, unity says the first step in consciousness is to take responsibility. This does not mean necessarily it was your fault or to place blame on someone or something, or even to become the victim. See yourself as the victim. Responsibility means asking, as a truth student, asking yourself the question, what is mine to do now? What is mine to do now? When Moses experienced the burning bush, he didn't physically run away from it. He posed a series of excuses to God as to why he would not go back to Egypt and free his people. His excuses are known to all of us because we all have used them. His first question was, who am I that I should be the one to go and do this? Why should I clean this up and fix it? Who am I? And then they will want to know who sent me. What am I going to say? Who sent me? Am I going to say God sent me? I think I'm nuts. Who am I going to say sent me? Of course, he was told who to say, because he says, what's your name anyway? And so he was told to say, I am. And I think we have to remember this is going on inside of Moses. There's nothing, no person out here or thing out here, and he's having a conversation. It's in his own consciousness. He's going through this and trying to figure it out. Then he says, they're not going to believe me anyway. I'll go, maybe I'll go, but they're not going to believe me. And so he is in this state of awareness where he immediately experiences 3 miracles. The staff that he is carrying turns into a snake, and then it turns back. His hand, he's instructed to put inside of his cloak, his jacket. And when he pulls his hand out, it's leprous. It's sick. Then he puts it back. It's like when we find something is wrong and we try to fix it and we put it back. That's what he did. And when he pulled it out again, it was fine. And then he was told to get some water from the Nile. And when he got the water, it becomes dry blood. So all of this happens, and now he's left with the last excuse. He says, I can't speak. I'm not eloquent. I can't say the words that you would want me to say. I just don't have it. They're not going to listen to me. When we sense God has a mission for us, we say we're not good enough. We don't have the skills. We don't have the words to convince anyone. We're afraid to say, it's my own God authority that's telling me to do this. It's what I feel and sense inside that's telling me to do this. And what he felt and sensed inside, the God of him was saying more than once, I will be with you. And for us, for many of us, and for him, that was not enough. The question, the challenge, as it was for Moses, when the next step of growth enters the door of your mind, what if you accepted it? You accepted it, you outpictured it, outformed it, and welcome it as the next greatest period of spiritual movement for yourself ever. What if? My suggestion is one thing. Don't carry it around for 40 years before dealing with it. One of Moses's quotes is, see, I have set before you life and death, blessings and cursings, negative and positive. Therefore, choose life. That's what he says. Fear not. Stand your ground, he says. The Lord himself will fight for you. You only have to keep still. That's it. And then, of course, I will be with you. So what if you look into your life this summer and see maybe some of those things that are still hanging out there, and you have not accepted them into your space? Too painful? Don't like it? Don't like that person? Don't like that situation? Whatever the reason, what if you welcomed it in and see what the growth it has for you? Blessings. Before we go into, before we have our prayer requests and tithe and offering, I'd like to take a moment to address the national scene that has unexpectedly come into our space. It's the truth that each one is created in the image and likeness of spirit. Each one. Thousands. So I just offer a consciousness of going forward, of what if you hold.
If I might, I know this is odd. We went dark when you started. I think this is a very important message. I think it'd be great if you could start again on this message, that part of the message, because this went dark. The people out there didn't hear what you just had to say, and so too important for them to miss. So if you can start again, I know it's weird, but we're live now. We're live at that moment when we started.
In the bulletin, after the musical interlude, it says the minister's moment. And so I would like to take this moment today for all of us to reflect on what happened for the nation last night. Our theme for today of Take It, and in the message, what if? I'm suggesting and saying, regardless of your personal feelings, personal understandings, personal conclusions of what happened, is to take this idea of what if and suspend all of that without judgment and see this whole experience of what happened in a circle of prayer. When you think about it, we are talking about thousands of people, each with a family. Whether it's the Secret Services that literally put their body over. That's how they're trained to do. Whether it's every person sitting in there, they are a family. The energy that went through that place for those thousands of people. I am just saying, what if you suspended your response and put all those people in a circle of prayer with the thought of how we see one another in our system? Everyone is born as a creation of spirit. And born as a creation of spirit, our true selves, our true self is love. So it is for them. Every one of them. That's their true self. It's irrelevant that some may recognize it and some may not today. That's irrelevant. We see them that way because we see ourselves that way. That's the truth. That's the principle. So what if, starting today and every day, see all of it in a circle of prayer. Put them all in it. Visualize them in it. Imagine this power of imaging that we have. Image that. See that. And take it with the thought of what is mine to do, my response to do. So now move into our prayer requests and our tithe and offering. I'll do the requests first. And then when we have tithe and offering, once the tithe and offering is taken up, please come to the podium and then I will have the prayer. Okay? And so we can start right now with this circle of prayer. And so I ask you to close your eyes and call forth your imaging power, your imagination, and create this circle in any way you want. Create this circle of prayer and let this circle of prayer be anything you see it to be. Perhaps it's people on their knees. Perhaps it's just light everywhere. Take time right now and let this be our circle of prayer. And what if it becomes a burning energy that we can send forth as light and love to those thousands of people including those who had to make the decision to remove one, and including the one who made the decision, outpictured decision, saw it, outpictured it, formed it, and came and did this deed. Including the family member that lost a family member, including the family of the one that's still seriously injured. Thousands and thousands of people hurting, traumatized. What if you suspended judgment and see them all in love and light in this circle of prayer? Call it forth within yourself. Commit to repeating it daily for as long as you can. For this is the truth. We are one in the Spirit, one in the Lord of our being. Hold that image. Carry it with you as you walk down the street, as you talk to your friends, as you recommit every day to this circle of prayer. We bless this energy and see it flowing forth from us, bringing only good, bringing only peace. We know this in the name and in the nature of the divine within us. We say yes, amen, and so it is. We will now prepare for our tithe and offering. A little background music, maybe. We always give thanks for the gifts that we receive, for it is in giving that we do receive. And we receive with a grateful heart. We receive knowing that we are blessed and that every gift comes with a blessing for Unity in Harlem. And we give thanks for them and for each person giving. We share a prayer every Sunday as we receive our gifts. I will say the words first, and then you will join me in repeating them after. Divine love flowing through me, blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Can we all know this together? Divine love flowing through me, blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. So be it. So Marie will now come and lead us in our song of inspiration. I am the place where God shows up. Wow.
Wow. So much to think about. This song is based on a verse that says, well, Creator God, in Creator God, we live and move and have our being. If we would just live into it fully without fear. Wow. Something to think about. Let's everybody stand. It's in your program. If you know this song, you can sing along with us. Am I strong enough to bear the burden that sometimes comes living this thing called life? Everybody stand up. Come on. Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and I ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I'm in the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough? Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body, a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and I ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I'm the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I'm the place where God shows up. I'm the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I'm the place where God shows up. I am the place. Look, you are the place. Point somebody out. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. Let's do it again. I am the place. Are you? You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. What is it? I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. Yeah, I am. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I am the place where God shows up. I am. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. Think about that prayer. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. We're the answer. I am the answer. You are the answer. We are the answer where God shows up. I am the answer. You are the answer. We are the answer where God shows up. I am, I am. I am, I am. We are. Shows up. I am, I am. We are, we are. We are. We are the place where God shows up. Oh, yeah. All right. We really don't have to worry about anything because you know what? If each one of us are a leader in our own lives and in the world, in that space where God shows up in us, lives and moves and has his being in us daily, there's really nothing at all to worry about, is there? So, on that note, Carol, you got me going. The Reverend Carol J. Hunt. Here we go. What's next?
Prayer protection. Right. Okay, you can still remain standing. Oh, I guess that's fine. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And we'll close with our peace song. And it's on the back of the bulletin if you don't know the words.
Thanks for your patience. All right, let's sing the peace song.
Move it.
I got it. Thanks, Bob. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous walk. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. All right. Thank you.